Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Today is episode number 276 on my journey to 1800 ELO. So, if you guys enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought of today's game, and yeah, we're going to get right into it. So, here we go. Switch the scene, get some tunes on for you guys. I did play a game off camera yesterday and won. So we're at 1281 now, and into the 15-10 minute pool we go. Alright, we are playing with the white pieces against a 1261 from Guinea. That is a cool flag. Martin Topka. Alright. Looks like they're going to play some sort of modern defense style. Alright, they're double attacking this. I can defend with a piece. So we will. See if we can't maybe get the dark squared bishop out. Looks like he wants to do something like this. I would like to get my dark squared bishop out. If he plays this, takes. So that doesn't work for me. So I think we're going to play with the dark squared bishop kind of at home right now. And just prioritize castling. Bringing the light squared bishop out here and the knight coming here would be kind of a nuisance. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but... Okay, so they've played like a really weird move order on the King's Indian. But they put the knight on c6 in front of the pawn. So, a little bit strange here. I'm wondering if I could just push and win tempo. I don't know if that's that good of a way to go about things. I want to move my bishop over to here, but one of the famous forks is this. So maybe just bishop here and yeah, I'll just play bishop e2 and get ready to castle. He looks like he's going to castle on the next move. So, yeah. Alright, so ideas of bringing the knight in here and trying to get a big old fork off seems like something he might want to do. We could try and chase away the bishop. It can't really stay here. Guess it could. I don't really want this knight to come here. I don't think I want to allow this either. So I think what we'll do is we'll play a move like this to prevent the knight from coming in. This bishop, I might even think about trying to trade it off. We'll see. I want to castle, I think, next move. But I also want to kind of stop him from having any big ideas. Maybe we can even think about playing a move like this and develop the bishop onto b2. It's kind of a weird move. If he wants to take, I will just take. I think I'm fine with that. So we're gonna castle. Yeah, I didn't really want to take and help him develop at all, so... He wants to come in here. That won't work. I can take. He wants to take this. If I play this, it defends this pawn. If I play this, he's just going to take. If I take, he takes. Yeah, I could just defend the pawn. So if I play b3, he can't take. His knight is just on the edge of the board. I could, if he takes, just take back, and I think we're fine. Yeah, I am going to play b3. This is kind of a weird move for me, but I'm not really minding. So if I take, he's going to take with what? See, now I can take. Well, no, because my knight is hanging. I could defend it. If I defend it, what has he got planned? I could take this right now, is one thing. But then he can jump his... No, he can't jump the knight in there. I would take it. So I could take this right now. It is a pawn to be had. What would be my follow-up? I think I will take the pawn. So, knight has to move. Do I want to do this? Can't go back here because he'll take. Could go back here or here. It's kind of my two options. So he's attacking my light squared bishop. Can't do this to protect. I'm gonna lose the pawn, basically, is what he's doing to me. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. I let his knight in. So queen can't go here or here. Queen can go here, but then I lose this. No, because I can take that. I like this square because if he does jump in and take, it doesn't attack my queen. So I'm going to play this move, and if he takes my light square bishop, so be it. This pawn is hanging. If he does that, Can't take this. This is a check. Could take with the knight. Could just take with the queen. If I take with the knight, what am I doing? I'm going to take with the queen. This pawn is hanging. He's attacking my dark squared bishop now as well. And I can't go here without losing the rook. So I can go here. It's basically my option. Yeah. This is unpleasant, to say the least. All right. Opponent goes back. I like this move. I also like this, trying to chase away the bishop. Where does he go? Here. Then I'd probably want to push. My pieces are getting a little tangled up right now, which is not really what I want. Let's see. This just is a simple developing square for the bishop, and I could maybe go here. So I don't really want his knight to be able to come back in, so I'm going to do this to put pressure on the knight and bring a rook over. We'll figure it out. This is a interesting game. He still hasn't castled. He's kind of stunting on me right now. Sorry if I've been kind of like I'm feeling a little weird about this game. I want to bring this rook over here, but his stupid bishop is just really a killer right there. So instead, I'm going to put the rook on this file. We're not necessarily threatening anything, but I could do this and maybe win a pawn. It's not really what I'm going for, but it is there. All right. So he's moving his pieces, which is cool. This is just a threat. He could do this. I've been not using my time very well, so there is that. This one's a tempo, but and my bishop, okay, but it weakens this pawn substantially. If I move the queen, this hangs. Let's just make a little threat. He's got to move the bishop. Okay, he goes all the way back, which is a little wild. Maybe he's threatening to do this. Could very well be something. So again, this is a threat if I want it to be. But I think that we should immediately double the rooks, and then now it's a feasible threat as well because it'll be really attacking the bishop, potentially a pawn. So boom, boom, boom. He's got to defend the bishop. Or move the bishop. Oh, no, he's got to defend the bishop. So here or here. Yeah, we'll take. I like that. This just seems like something that we should go for. Now, my issue is that if I go here, he moves his queen. What are we doing then? I think this makes sense. I don't know what else I would do here. If he brings a rook here, I can just take it. So there's that. I don't like how my knight is on the edge of the board, so I'm gonna redevelop him. I guess he could play something like this. Sure. So can't go here, here. Probably don't want to go here. We'll move here. This helps defend. This also is kind of a threat. If I do this and he takes, I take. I don't love that. My queen is pinned. I should probably just deal with that. I could move my queen here. If I move my queen here, what does he do? He can't bring a rook to the file. If he does, I'll take it. I do want to deal with this pin. I like this because it does attack the pawn, but it doesn't do much more than that, and it puts my queen on a file with their queen. And it also undefends the pawn, so let's not do that. Let's move the queen here. Okay. So if he takes, I kind of have a back rank thing going on right now as well. This bishop is really pretty strong. This probably wasn't a very good move. I have such little time. My opponent is crushing me. Alright, so my guy wants to recapture back, which is fair enough. I'll recapture back with my knight if that's what he wants to do. Also threatening this move. If he takes, I could take. Yeah, I like that. Oh, no, then he has a battery here with check. This move takes. I'm gonna go for it. I have low time, so I need to make moves a little faster than what I'm doing. Could do this. But I kind of like bringing the knight back just all the way. It helps defend my king. Looks like he really just wants to push e5. My knight has a cool outpost. Not for long. If I take, he takes. I could let him take and then recapture. If he pushes, I take. No, I can't take. I can't take like this though. If I allow him to take, I recapture. What is going on there? My king is kind of a bit weak. He takes, I take back. We are okay at the moment there. I'm gonna play a move that just gives my king a little bit of luft, and yeah, if he pushes, I can take. If he takes, I can take. Take with the knight. So I'm really low on time. Let's see. This doesn't work. I can just take with the rook. This is a loose piece right now. If he takes, I think I take with the rook. Fair. So we're threatening to take. Okay. That's a nasty move. So if I do this, he takes, I take. If I take this, he takes, I take. I'm so fucked. I don't know what to do. That was a bad move, by the way. He can just take, so. "35 seconds. I'm so freaking screwed." Oh, man. He's kind of baffled by this move because he has to take back, and then I win the queen. He is kind of baffled. There's only one move. If he gives check, run the king. Maybe next move, play a move like f1, king f1. It's not over, but we're up material. I only have 43 seconds left. That hangs this pawn as well. Now this is defended. All right. Queen check. I will just slowly start to eat things if I can. Might get me in a little bit of trouble. He has this check now. This check. This check works pretty well. We'll just take. Feeling nervous. I have such low time. I always get nervous when I feel like I'm about to flub games. Let's see. We have this check. What else do I have? We'll take this pawn. I can't do that. That is not the move. This maybe. Can also just win this pawn. Pinning the rook. I like this. We've got more time on the clock. Yes, and he resigns. All right, guys. Nice. We're rated 1289. It's not a peak, but we're getting back up to where we were. I think the peak is 1294. I think. Sweet. So 76.9% accuracy from your boy, 66.3 by my opponent. I had a brilliant move, so I am pretty happy about that. We had a pretty even game. I like clicking in here. We had a pretty even game for most of the game, as you can see. But we had some mistakes that kind of got us in a losing scenario. But we traded into a victory. So Queen's Gambit style positions. I'm new to this, and these are the positions my coach wants me to be playing. This bishop ended up being a pain in my butt. That was a mistake, and I did not capitalize on it. Should have just, check, and it wins that. He's got to go back. So, yeah, that's a normal baby tactic, and I should see things like that. But I did feel uncomfortable moving my queen too far from everything because I feel like everything is kind of loose in my position. And this is what I was mainly worried about, was a knight coming in sort of thing. But I, taking the knight was by far the better move. I kind of fell into like a little weird trap here where he just was better. And I didn't have much to do other than lose a pawn. So sure, he gave up a center pawn, but he got all up in my base and kind of at least made my pieces kind of awkward. And like I said, this bishop is really cutting into my position. It would have been nice to put the rook on this file in one clean swoop, but it took me 2 moves to get it there. So we played this bishop move, and then I moved the rook over after he castled. That was the other thing. He just stunned it on me. He didn't castle until, what is this, the 17th, 18th move of the game. So yeah, going for the bishop was not good. I realized he was just playing really fast, and I didn't really have much to go on here. Yeah, bringing the knight back needed to happen. The knight was silly over there, and it's just a target. This was a good way to go about things, and it brought us back to equal. I did not capitalize on this scenario very well. What we wanted to do was probably get this knight either up here, yeah, or rerouted up here. I like up here because it's double defended. He could just kick it out, but we're threatening this as well. So I like that better than what I did do in the game. I moved the other knight just up there. This was a cool little find. And it worked. Coming back was what needed to happen. This was my alternate move. I thought maybe it was better to defend my king, but I had 2 minutes here, and so this is where I started. Like, I have 2 moves. Which one do I want to go with? And kind of went with my gut, and I thought that I might need to defend my king, just because 2 knights against... I mean, he has the bishop pair. Bishop pair is typically stronger in the end game when the board is opened up, and I typically like having the bishop pair all the time. So I prefer bishops to knights, even though the knight is my favorite piece. I think it is super tricky and super fun to play with, and like dumb amounts of games can be won just from you playing with your knights. I think the bishops overall are just stronger. They can cover more squares. That's just my opinion on the minor pieces. So usually I don't like to trade my bishop for a knight unless I think that it might be like a bad bishop, or if the position kind of demands it, like the opening that you're playing, typically you trade off a bishop. I don't know. It's not always a good idea. I think keeping the bishops ultimately is stronger. I knew he was going to go for this break, and I didn't know what to do here. I had low time, but taking was definitely what needed to happen. We let him get like this, and this got super tricky super fast. So I needed to come back here, and this is defended by my queen, but I had a minute here. A minute on the clock. I was freaking out about my time, so I just kind of missed the fact that my queen was defending. I think this would have messed me up because I would have probably moved my, I was assuming he was going to do this, and I would be super sketched to stay on the like, I just don't know how else I defend this without playing a move like this maybe, or I guess this, but it seems super scary to me, so I didn't want to do that. I think was my initial thought. This was a mistake. Yeah, need the queen here. This blocked my rook from being able to kind of get over here. So what we did here was we just played... I didn't think it was the best move. It's not the best move. It's a decent move, but taking would have also served the same purpose as what we did. I played this move, which is not a good move. It actually wants me to ignore what I have going on here because he's got pins to worry about too. It's not just us that's trapped in here. It's you're trapped in here with me too, dude. So taking with the rook is actually awesome because you guys saw in the game. I mean, this is an excellent move. You guys saw in the game that he needed to take here first, and he didn't. So you had to... Oh, move the queen is another option. See, I was thinking, what happens if you take here? Is that a bad move? Yeah, this keeps the... Oh no, this is a bad move. Yeah, this just is winning for me. So, yeah, never mind. He needed to move the queen. That is exactly what he needed to do. And then this wouldn't have been nearly as bad for him. It ended up being pretty bad for him. So, this was great because it allowed us to play this, and then we win the queen, and then we slowly just started eating up all his material. Let's get back to the review. We didn't play like the best moves, but we tried. We did pretty good. Yeah, and this was just game over because we've pinned the rook to the king, and now we're coming in to actually eat it with check. So, mate and 8. Played like a 1400. Our opponent played like an 1150. Man, I'm not going to lie. I felt like I was losing that game, especially when it got down to like... I don't know. I felt pretty confident. Like, I felt like we were not like lost or anything lost, but like once he started doing this and I did this, I did feel like a whole lot worse, especially even after this move, which is still the exact same problem that I would have had if it was here. So I don't know. I just needed to... It would have been better placement if it was here because I could actually defend it with this knight by going backwards. Yeah, this was tough. Tough game. But we got the brilliant move. That's awesome. It always feels good to do that. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed playing it. It was fun. This is what my coach wants me to do, is play more exciting openings, not just the Caro-Kann and the London, because you kind of get the same results from those over and over. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far in the video, you're the best. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow. See you then.